pass them checks, baby. Yeah. What we want y'all to do? Get on the dance floor.
When I stepped in the club, I felt the bass run through my veins. I can hear it calling me. That girl wasn't feeling. I started to move my body like everyone else in the party. Wasn't looking for us to
I think we here.
I think we are.
It's time.
All right, I think everybody in America was on the freeway right now doing some Christmas shopping. So anyway, this is Ursa from Straight from the Horse's Mouth, and welcome. And
welcome.
my co-hosts are here.
Yeah.
Introduce themselves.
Oh, start with the lady down in the end.
As always, Rock.
Rock's in the house.
Rock's in the building. What's happening, Rock?
Nothing much, man. Just getting through LA traffic and
I
everything else.
I
But we
know the
on.
feeling.
We on.
We're gonna turn into Power Rangers so we can teleport. I'm DJ K City, DJKCity.com.
Can you just say who you are and stop giving your credentials?
You gotta remember DJKCity.com. That's what it is.
He can't even, when he meet people in the store, he's like, yeah, I'm DJ K City, www.djkcity.com. I'm like, they just want to know your name.
It is what it is, and we got someone special here today.
I am so excited. An exclusive interview with none other than Karen Malina White.
Finally.
I know, I'm so excited.
We've been waiting for her, anticipate.
telling
We've been
you.
waiting for her to show up since a month now?
So
We're so
thank
glad
you
you joined us.
so much for fighting through the LA traffic to get all the way here. So many people have been asking me, everybody that I told that you were coming on the show was like, oh, I just saw her, or I work with her, tell her hi, ask her this. I'm like, y'all call and ask her yourself.
You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
When I was telling people who you were, someone was like, wait a minute, who is she? And so I had to, sorry, we having technical difficulties as usual. We're gonna fire my assistant and the tech people.
Yeah, they gotta go.
Let's get one of the guys in there to figure out where we need to be plugged in at, because we definitely need our guests to be able to hear.
Oh man, loud and clear. We need that.
That's very important.
Yeah.
But Karen, when I was telling people that you were on here, they were like, who is? So you know, the one thing I had to tell them for everybody to know who you are. I can't do it. Let me do my really bad impersonation.
Let me hear it.
My boyfriend Lance.
She was best known for that one.
I can't get my mouth to move as fast as you would talk when you would do.
Right.
But when I said that, they were like, oh, I love her.
They knew then.
So that was the most memorable thing that everybody knew exactly what I was talking about when I did that. And I was like, well, her resume is very extensive. Her IMDb credits was massive. Some of the things I had forgot, like Lean on Me.
Yes.
That was my favorite.
Uh-huh.
That was introduction. That was the best.
Thank
She
Yeah, that
stole
was
the
right.
movie, to tell you the truth. Just loved her in that movie.
Yeah, and then I was like, how can I forget you in that? You played a very, very, strong part in that.
Yes.
So that was awesome. So, let's start asking Karen some questions.
Okay.
And I recently found out, I was totally shocked. I didn't realize you were a comedian.
Yes, I just started doing stand-up. I just started.
And it didn't look like you were new to it when I watched one of the things that you said on there that was so hilarious is when you say you meet people and they say, so what have you been on? You know?
Yes. Actors, only profession that gets the 3rd degree.
Exactly. And then you were saying, I think you said something like, they don't, when a person is a doctor, they don't ask you.
Right. What surgeries have you performed?
Right.
You know, same thing with a lawyer. Nobody asks you, what cases have you won? But actors, they want to know, well, what show you been on?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't seen you on nothing. You know?
That was hilarious when you said that, which is so true. And I don't even act too, but I haven't been doing much. So when people ask me, well, what have you been on? I'm like, unless you were crawling on the cutting room floor, you wouldn't see me. So
this is too much.
crawl on the floor. You see me on bits and pieces on a lot of different things.
Right.
So I have these cards here, and so what I was going to do is I was going to give you some of these cards, and then you pass me the ones that I can ask.
Yeah, straight up.
And that way,
You can ask them all.
well, shoot, I can ask them all.
There we
Okay,
go.
well, I'm gonna.
We got time.
Okay. All right. So, and for the people that will be calling in, which is so many people, I'm gonna call in. Please keep it brief, and so that way we can get as many calls in as we can possibly get in. So one of the questions I want to ask you, let's talk about what you're doing right now first, because I really was also surprised. I didn't realize that you teach. So that's awesome.
Yeah. I've always taught. Coming out of college, I went to Howard University.
Oh,
Howard.
I didn't know that either.
I had that on the right.
So I taught in children's theater at Howard, and when I moved to New York, I taught at the Harlem School of the Arts. I substituted. I taught at the Brooklyn Academy of Arts. I taught at Richard Allen Center for Culture and Arts. So I was always teaching. That helped pay the bills.
Awesome.
So it's something I love to teach. I love to share what I know. So I'm doing that again. I'm doing some private coaching. I'm doing.
I'm gonna have to call you on that.
I'm saying though.
I definitely got Cleo. I got to get Cleo to take some classes.
Yeah.
Because her son acts. Cleo
okay.
from Roll Bounce. Holes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be calling you up for some little private sessions.
Because
I know, and you're at. Right now, you're teaching. Well, once the holidays is over,
Right, in the new year, January 4th is our first class. I teach Monday nights, the first Monday of every night, at Lucy Florence Cultural Center, which is 3351 West 43rd Street in Los Angeles, Leimert Park.
I thought that was awesome too, because it's. I love to stay in the community and give back. So that's great. When I saw that, I was really impressed with where you're teaching at and all that. So that's
hot right there.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's big time, because I don't got patience teaching nobody. I'm like, you ain't got it, forget it. Give it up.
And you want to do more the stand up as well? You starting to do?
Yeah, I started in August. I went up for the first time.
Really?
At the Comedy Union on Pico.
Pico.
A couple of doors down from Roscoe's.
Oh, I was just about to say it too.
Right in the neighborhood.
Yes. So I went up a couple of times there, and I started doing my own thing again over at Lucy Florence. I do open mics over at Cafe Muse on Santa Monica Boulevard. So I'm making my way around town.
So wait a minute. I know you've been on in film and stuff for a long time. But when you first started with the comedy and you got on stage, were you nervous?
Oh, of course. It's something I've always wanted to do, but I never thought I had the cojones.
Right. You don't want people to be throwing stuff.
Got it.
Go back
It's
to
totally
TV.
different. I mean, I'm used to people writing for me.
Right.
You know, I can take a script and make that funny or use other people's words, but when you had to go up there and be yourself, it's, it's a whole
and
new
you're
ball
there
game.
to make people
laugh. Right.
That's some pressure.
Yeah, it is. It
Especially since you're a known actress and you're known in the industry. They're expecting so you can't, there's no room for for errors there.
They'll be quick, like go back to the Cosby.
Exactly.
Give it up.
Apollo.
So what comedian inspired you? So who do you like as far as comedians?
Oh, Chris Rock,
of
course. I love Wanda Sykes.
Oh yeah,
she's awesome.
And I like Sarah Silverman. Do you know Sarah Silverman?
That's Jimmy Kimmel's
girlfriend. Yeah, she has her own show on
TV.
Comedy Central. Yeah.
I heard of her.
I love her. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
She's different.
Yeah,
when
she
to
is.
comedy.
She is.
She's definitely unique.
What I find with a lot of female comedians.